Here I have 5 cups of flour. I'm making PHOLOURIE. I'm making that a Guyanese street food called PHOLOURIE. It's an East Indian fritter made with flour, split peas, and some other seasonings. So here we go. PHOLOURIE. 5 cups of flour, and then I need split peas powder, half a cup of split peas powder, 5 cups of regular all-purpose flour, and I'm using the Guyana Pride split peas ground split peas powder, and turmeric powder. I need a tablespoon of turmeric powder, and I have a little bit of black pepper in there. Also, we'll put half a teaspoon of geerah, ground geerah. This is roasted geerah. I know it's used in curry, but it's going to give a distinct flavor to this PHOLOURIE. So we get that in there. Some cumin, ground cumin. I'm going to do some ground cumin, about a half a teaspoon. And I need 2 tablespoons of yeast. 2 tablespoons of yeast. We're going to sprinkle that in here. And half a teaspoon of baking powder. The baking powder, which is also a leavening agent, it's going to help it to rise and inflate on the inside so that the inside can cook quickly. So also the yeast is going to help it to fluff. Okay, so baking powder. Let's get that in there. A teaspoon of salt. I'm using kosher salt, or 2 teaspoons of kosher salt, and a tablespoon of sugar, just for that, to work with that split pea so it wouldn't, affect you in your stomach. Just to calm it down. Okay, so also for the fresh ingredients, I have here some green seasoning. I just made some green seasoning, so we're going to incorporate that in there also. And I have a couple of figs of fresh garlic, which I'm going to mince and put in there for some added flavor. A wonderful gadget I picked up. It's a garlic press. Garlic press. You just, and it's as easy as that. Garlic press. So we have everything in here. Let me just clean that off. And now we need to get everything incorporated very well. Everything has to be incorporated very well into this mixture. So we're going to do this by hand and just rub everything in here. Make sure that there are no flour pockets. So here we are restarting with 2 cups of warm water. We're going to start pouring our water in and making our fritter batter. You got to use all 5 fingers to get this dough together. And you're looking for a soft consistency, but not too runny and not too stiff. So probably need like another half a cup of water to get it to that consistency that we need. do it a little bit at a time so that we can control this dough here. Control the mixing. It's still a bit too stiff, so let's give it another couple of tablespoons. Just have to clean my hand off. So we'll proceed to get this. I like to be able to do this. Move it around with my hand. Yeah. I'm going to leave this now for about 45 minutes. I'll just put maybe another tablespoon of water in here. Leave it for about 45 minutes and let it rise. And let the fermentation of the yeast begin. Okay, so I'm going to clean down the sides of the bowl. Yeah, I think this is what I'm looking for. Yeah. Okay. All right, so 45 minutes and we'll be back. So I've just tested a piece of the PHOLOURIE dough to see how hot the oil is. The oil is really at about 265 right now. I would usually use it between 270 to 300. And I don't want it to get much hotter than that because they'll cook too quickly. So I'm on medium low. So we're going to start our frying, and it probably will take 3 to 4 minutes on each side. Well, it's going to be rolling around. You'll just damp your hand a little bit. Just damp it, not too much water, and then you pick up a handful of the dough like that, and handful of the dough, and then you'll squeeze between the thumb and the forefinger, and you squeeze these little balls out of there. So as you can see, they're floating to the top. You just have to let them roll around a little so they can get color on both sides. I know this is the color we're looking for. Nice brown, wonderful color. You don't want them too dark, you don't want them too light, just right. And you've been here for about 5 minutes, but I'll list the times and the ingredients and the amounts. I'll list them above, on the side, on the right or the left, or in the bottom. But they'll be there. We're going to start dropping at 11:43, and then we'll time these. And we'll see exactly. Since they're not all going in at the same time, they'll come out at different times. So we'll say between 5 and 8 minutes. So you get a nice crispy outside and a nice chewy inside. Inside is nice and soft and chewy. So